Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin.
I'm going to say apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Patrick would say apple too.
Yeah, I think apple pie is the best pie.
I think pumpkin is a better texture than an apple.
Okay. And that concludes our games.
The Luminous Life Podcast is a show all about beauty without the BS. We're beauty business OGs, and we know that the secret to looking good is feeling great. We'll question beauty standards and share the behind the scenes of running a beauty business that puts your beauty first.
Guess what I've been doing lately?
What?
I've been loving it.
What?
Saying no.
Oh, I think that's new. Is that a new thing?
It's new for me. And if you've always said no, it's not that exciting. It's like, yeah, cool, you should say no. But for a person that always says yes, when you start saying no, it's like just so freeing.
I feel like yes is like a part of your Libra-ness.
It is. It is. It has been.
So where does the no come in?
I have a little Scorpio in me, maybe.
Oh, okay. So have you been doing it for a long time? Like, what
no,
are you saying
this is
no to?
new. This is new. I feel like I am always like, yeah, let's do a dinner. Yes, let me come all the way to you. Yes, I can squeeze that, party in.
Yeah.
All the yeses.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Period.
Is it because it's Thanksgiving? Is it because it's the start of the holiday season? Or like what's bringing it on?
I think it's a combination of there's a lot of pressure this time of year, right? And normally I would try to be in two places at once. And I'm just tired because then I'm not enjoying, right? If I say yes to something and I know I have to leave in an hour to then drive to the next place and then be there, I'm not present. And I just don't want to spend my time like that anymore. So I'm like, I say it every year. This year, I'm really saying no. I've already started.
Okay, what'd you say no to so far? Can you share?
No. No.
Okay, but you've already said no.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when we were first married, me and Patrick, so that's like 20 some years ago now, we would do every holiday, we'd split it between both our families. So like
on the same day?
The same day, because you have to remember, we grew up in the same town, so our families were in the same town for a long time. So we were like, oh, we're so lucky. We can go to his house and then we can go to my house and we can go to, whatever. I cannot even tell you how quickly that ended once we had Soph. Because one, it burns you out to just be like, yeah, I'm going to be in two places at once and I'm going to do it for every holiday. And we're going to bring the fun to every party that like the good energy to like every party that we have to go to. But then once we had Soph, it was like, we were like, no, we're doing one or the other. It was like too much for the baby. It was too much for us, whatever. And then you get into this like place where you're just freaking running after your kids all the time. And you feel like you have to say yes to everything. I feel like I'm just starting to get back to the place where I could start saying no again. But it's been probably like 15 years since I've said no.
Wait, so you started saying no when Soph was little, or you just started saying no now?
So we started saying no when Soph was little. But then this thing happens, right? Where then Soph has her own social calendar, right? And it starts when they're little, when they're 2, 3 years old and you're getting them together with their kids. And then there's cousins. So then you're trying to have that experience. So now all your no's turn into yeses all over again. And you're splitting time between families and friends and cousins and all of that. And I feel like the last at least 15 years, we've been on like a strong yes train. And we're just getting back to the saying like no. So I wonder if like no's are more for like seasons in your life or yeses are more for like seasons in your life. I don't know, but I'm so happy that you're saying no all the time. It
feels so good. Doesn't it feel good for you guys?
It doesn't feel quite good yet, but I'm hoping it will.
I think about the families that when you have little ones, right, and you have to either split the time, or I think a lot of times you get to the point where you're like, you know what, the kids just want to be home, come to us. But then you're hosting and you have little ones. Yeah. So I feel like everybody's kind of feeling burnt out no matter what you're doing, whether you're splitting your time, whether you're hosting.
So we had a pivotal Thanksgiving horror show like a couple of years ago.
Oh, tell me.
No, it was like So normally I'm like the negative Nelly in our family, right? Like Patrick and Soph are happy people no matter what. Like they always find the good or whatever. And I'm usually the kind of curmudgeon-y one, right? Mm-hmm. We had a Thanksgiving where we had a lot of, I'm going to say, I in my head, I kind of say geriatric, but they're not all geriatric, right? It was all, we'll call it a 70 and up crowd.
Okay.
And the people that were younger had very little kids. 2, 1, 3. So there was that older crowd, a lot of them. And then there was the younger crowd, but they were tending to their children. So me and Patrick, and like honestly, thank God for Patrick because he really like helps out so much, essentially hosted like this whole crew. And we were exhausted. And we're like, oh, we're actually never doing this again. That was too much. So we've been every year sort of tweaking how we do the holiday so that we don't wind up hating it because we hated it that year.
So I have so many questions. First of all, how do you guys tweak it? Second of all, I feel like we have to address that sometimes your birthday falls on Thanksgiving. So how do you feel about that?
So the last couple of years, my birthday hasn't been so close to Thanksgiving, which is kind of great, but I love it when it's like the day before, the day of, or the day after.
Okay.
Because I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. Like
same. I feel like we have to talk about that too.
Yeah. It's easy to, I feel like it's such a lovely feeling to access is gratitude, right? And like, there's nothing like gratitude that can make me feel present, emotional, connected, like all of that, right? So it's an important holiday for me to like protect for me and my family kind of thing. One of the things that we did for a long time was we wanted to include everybody's traditional foods.
Whoa. Okay. That's so cool, but that's a lot of work.
It is. And we would even ask people to bring, like, can somebody bring that? And fine. But I think even in just the cleanup, when you're hosting 25 people, listen, we have some clients who host 50, 60 people for Thanksgiving. And I freaking admire it. But 25 people, and it's we don't have servers, we don't have, like somebody manning a bar, like we're doing all of it, right? Like that is a lot. So you know what? This year we're doing the basics of like Thanksgiving traditional food, and that's it. I love rice and beans with my Thanksgiving because that's like my traditional food. And also I always incorporate it because I'm like, oh, it's my birthday and I want rice and beans. But we're not going to do it this year.
Wow, you've made that decision.
Yeah. There's no way because I think we're going to have between, at least 25 or 30 people.
Oh my God.
I know.
So you're still hosting. You're still doing a whole
Still hosting.
thing. Wow.
But we have to like realign our reasons, right? Like with my mom getting older and being more out of it, like I have to take advantage of this holiday with her. And so in order to kind of keep her like in a good place, like I need to eliminate the chaos around her. Also, I want to be present there. My cousins are going to be in for out of town and Patrick's family is going to be with us. We rarely have everyone together all the time. I really want to be present. I want to feel grateful and not miserable doing dishes.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. It reminds me like growing up, the holidays were so much bigger because the older people are no longer with us and we were smaller and we just all got together. And now I feel like my family we're in a place where there's no little kids and we're in that in between where the holidays just feel a little different. So hearing that you're going to have 25, 30 people sounds so fun. Like I'm excited for those years.
It's not like you're having of those 25, 30 people, it's not like 10 of them are kids. Like it's definitely, we're definitely in different seasons of our life, right? Like I remember that time where it was like, we didn't have kids, my sister didn't have kids. Like, it's definitely takes on like a little bit of more serious tone. I wish then I would have known people like Karen or Lysara, or like I've taken so many traditions from the people that we work with and from our clients and like applied them to our holidays.
What have you done?
Well, remember that client that we used to have that played so many games at Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, yes. It was like an Olympic.
She had like he had like relay races galore, and she would set up her whole backyard and all of that. So like I've taken some of those traditions. I always make sure to put a little puzzle table out, maybe for like the older people who want to like just kind of sit and fiddle with a puzzle a little bit.
Wait, I
and
love that.
Yeah, and like then sometimes the kids get into it, but it makes people convene. I might put a little table out with like cards or dominoes or whatever, so to keep people's hands busy and chatting and that kind of stuff. But then, I do it more like once we're talking about Christmas and stuff, I do it more like the Karen way, who has like the wildest games or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like they're very competitive, and that could get a little crazy on the holidays, but I do love the games. They keep it fun.
And like Sarah's family's so fun. I wish I had those examples in my life when I was young, because I would have tried to bring that into my family, but we didn't have that.
But you're doing it now. So
yeah,
like
we're doing
that's
it
so
now.
cool.
Yeah, making up for lost
All
time.
right, so will you agree with me on this statement?
Let's see.
Thanksgiving is better than Christmas?
Yeah.
Right? And
100%.
I will say, I still love Christmas, but Thanksgiving, there's like not as much pressure. And you get excited for, like, I look at it as like everything's still shiny and bright and you get excited. By the time you get to Christmas, I feel like it's all dull.
You're gutted.
Yeah.
But Marcella,
lights are
not
dull.
for nothing, this is your process with like every freaking holiday. Because if there's a holiday, you're over the holiday 2 weeks before the holiday.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
You're like over. You're like, it's October, 2025 is over.
Done. Yeah. I actually feel like that.
Yeah, no. I feel like that's like your pattern with things. I do think Thanksgiving is the superior holiday because there is less pressure. But come November 1, in this store, women are feeling pressured. We are feeling pressured to perform, to host a nice holiday, or to be a good guest, or to look a certain way. And I think those kind of things sometimes can be really hard. I wonder if men feel that way too.
I'm going to go with no, but maybe.
I'll go with no too.
Yeah, I can feel it with clients already. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
So what are you going to do differently this Thanksgiving than before in terms of like saying no? Like what are you putting boundaries on?
I'm just going to be honest. If I can't do something, I can't do it, and not try to spread myself too thin, which is new for me. That's it. And try to enjoy. Have some fun. What about you?
I'm thinking about your being honest.
Okay.
So this is something that I've been talking a lot about, like for myself, like just reflecting on even like what are the little kind of dishonest things that I tell myself. Like for example, I'm not going to have rice and beans and it's not going to bother me this year. Like, am I really being honest about that? Like, I'm just checking myself. And what are the things that you feel like you need to be more honest about?
If somebody, for example, if someone comes into Luminous and they're like, how are you? I don't want to just say I'm good if I'm not good. If I'm good, I want to say that. But like sharing that, no, I'm having a rough day, or like I'm just overwhelmed, or I'm tired. Like I think sometimes I like to keep the vibes positive, and that's where I am most of the time. But I just want to be honest when I'm not there. Like, no, it freaking sucks. I'm trying to think of like on a more personal level though.
I do think that gives people permission to be honest right back. Because the best thing is when somebody comes in and shares like their good news, and that's really wonderful. And the worst thing is when somebody comes in and they say they're okay and we know they're not. Right? Like that, like we worry about them. It's like, yeah, I know they're not, but maybe that's just what they needed to say.
Oh, yeah.
For the day.
And like holidays, now that you say that, holidays can be very hard for people. I'm thinking of what it brings out.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling like that, I mean, come and chat. I'll tell you if I'm feeling it too.
I know, and you usually are so positive and joyful and all that. And also I think that you actually are pretty honest most of the time, especially if the weather's bad. You're like, I'm over it.
That reminds me of a client. Stacy came in.
Okay.
I wonder if she remembers this last year. And she was like, she said something about the holiday spirit. And I was like, I don't know. It just all feels so dull. I think those were the words I said. And she looks around and she's like, no, I think the lights are kind of bright in here. It looks good. And I was like, no, up here, Stacy. Up here.
I feel dull up
it's dark.
here.
It's a little dark and dull.
Like,
we laughed so hard. Yeah. So I just want more honesty if that's how I'm feeling. Hopefully
Metaphorically dull.
Yes.
Every year, I also kind of have this unrealistic expectation of like my table has to be beautiful and I want to be well dressed and all of that. And this year I'm taking that pressure off of myself and going, I would really like my table to be beautiful. I am going to be in work mode. I'm like going to be hosting, like I'm putting sneakers on. I may not put lipstick on. Like I want the space to feel beautiful. I know.
People put lipstick on Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, people get dressed.
Well, yeah, I guess that.
You guys don't dress on Thanksgiving? Maybe that's weird for us. Like maybe
No,
it's weird
I
that
just
we
think,
did.
No, I don't think so. I guess maybe because my mom's always hosting. She's like in her fucking clothes with like an apron. You know what I mean? Just cooking. So I guess I never figured, like, you're hosting. Jesus, who's got the time to put on lipstick?
My mom was a beast. She would be in the apron hosting, blah, blah.
And then, lipstick?
And then she would be like, I have 15 minutes. And she'd take her apron off and she'd go upstairs. She'd do her hair real quick. She'd put her makeup on. And she would come down dressed like a lady.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's definitely not going to work for me.
And that's okay. But I love that your mom did it. That's such a boss.
Me too. And I also feel like there will be a time for that, but it's definitely not this Thanksgiving. But I do, like, it's taken me a long time to become like a real grown up. And like, now I understand why people set their tables like 2 days ahead of time. Because like the day of, you have so much to do that like, and listen, I'm so grateful. Like, our guests will all bring something, all of that, but just the coordination of everything, making sure you have enough chairs. Like, where am I going to get 30 friggin' chairs from my job?
I don't know. I'm hearing you and I'm like, maybe it's not in it for, like, I just don't have it in me. I have a friend who is a sick fucking host. Like, you can see her heart is in it. Everything is beautiful. Everything is homemade. Like, what are we talking about? And my friend Anna just kills it.
Aww.
So, like, maybe some people do it and they actually truly enjoy it. I think she's one of them. I know I'm not. So
I wonder, because I feel like I also have like learned a lot from like the clients here. Like some things are homemade, some things are, store bought. I wonder, I'm curious what the lunatics do out there. Are you guys dressed at the holiday table, at the Thanksgiving table? Are you, is everyone but the cook or but the host kind of dressed at the Thanksgiving table? I'm super, super curious about that.
Okay, wait, I have a couple questions.
Okay.
Favorite.
Is this a game? Oh, it's a game.
Here it is. We're starting.
Okay.
The game's here.
Okay.
Favorite Thanksgiving food?
It's different than everybody else's. Beans and rice.
No. But it's not going to be on the table this year.
Okay.
So it doesn't count.
I'm going to go with like candied yams, but not in the way that like people make yams with like the marshmallow fluff on it. Not that. My sister makes it. My mom used to make it with like pineapple and like there's definitely sugar in it because it's like so sweet, but it's delicious. Okay. And mashed potatoes. I like a mashed potato. I love a mashed
potato. I love my mom's stuffing. Like that's number one.
Does she make it homemade?
She does. Yeah, it's so good.
That's so good.
Okay. Macy's Day Parade or no Macy's Day Parade on the TV?
I mean, I could cry right now. That has been a part of our life for so long.
Oh.
But now Soph sleeps till so late.
Oh no, so
she used to like that's where we used to tape it, DVR it. We used to DVR it and like play it all year long because that's where she got into like all Broadway songs and she used to learn the dances and yeah, it was so cute.
Wake up early this year.
Do you do the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
On. Yeah, it's on in the background.
I love the sound of it in the background. Yeah. Fun fact, Joden has a connection to the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
What's the connection? Tell the people.
He knew somebody that worked on the balloons there, which I just think is so cool.
No, it's sick.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin.
I'm going to say apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Patrick would say apple too.
Yeah, I think apple pie is the best pie.
I think pumpkin is a better texture than an apple.
Okay. Mm. And that concludes our games.
Do you cook anything?
No, I'm like a sous chef. Like I'll help prepare.
You like chop?
Yeah, that's it.
I love that you call yourself a sous chef.
Yeah, I need to get out of the way. Like my mom, she's
mom likes
so
to do it all.
stressed and she has her own systems and they make no sense to me. I'm not going to try to change it that day.
But like with all of it, do you like set the table? No?
Yes. Yeah, I'll do that.
You know what?
I help.
You know what I really want to do this year that I always, you know what? As soon as we're done, since it's, in a couple days, I'm going to get off the podcast and I'm going to pull up Peace and Pollen's website and I'm going to order my Thanksgiving little centerpiece.
It's a great idea.
It makes such a big difference. I did it a couple of years ago. Dana makes the most gorgeous like centerpieces.
Gorgeous, yeah.
But I forgot to do it last year, and I really, really missed it.
It makes a difference. Maybe I'll do that too. That'll be my contribution.
It kind of shakes it up a little bit. And since I'm clearly going to be in like sweats with my hair pulled up and, a clean face, sweating, maybe we'll dress the table up a little bit more with a nice centerpiece.
Maybe not. If it's not there, it's okay too.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to get there.
I think that's like the moral of our Thanksgiving story here is like, give yourself permission to show up whichever way you're showing up this year, right? Like, I think sometimes we have traditions and we try and like replicate those traditions to a point where like it's suffocating to us, or maybe the tradition doesn't mean as much, or all of a sudden it's annoying. Make your Thanksgiving what you need it to be for you where you're at this year.
And just to add to that, if you don't want to show up, say no. Because a lot of times if you're trying to please everybody else, it's not going to be worth it in the end. So say no.
Yeah, say no.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening to the Luminous Life Podcast. If you're in North Jersey and looking for beauty that feels like therapy, come visit us at the store. You can always follow us on your favorite podcast app or check us out on YouTube.